Hey everybody, it's Lo and welcome back to my channel, Lo Without Limits. Today I'm going to share with you 5 ways to stay healthy and on top of your goals during the holiday season. So if you want to see that, then just keep watching. It is November, so Halloween and all the Halloween candy is behind us, which is honestly just the start of this holiday season. Like Thanksgiving is quickly approaching, just kind of comes out of nowhere. And all of a sudden it's Thanksgiving parties, Friendsgiving, Christmas, all these things, and your goals, your health, everything just slowly starts heading downhill. So I have 5 tips for you to stay on top of your health and your fitness goals. So these are kind of intertwined, and let's get straight into them. The very first one is to have filling meals throughout the day. So this is especially important on days that you're going to have like Thanksgiving or Christmas or big parties. And a lot of people think, well, I can just save up and not eat all day and then go hard at night. And that's just not a good idea. You wanna make sure that you're satiated and full all day, you're getting all your nutrients in, which is really important. If you're running around doing Christmas shopping, you wanna make sure that you have the energy. And it's also really important, since everybody's immune system gets a little bit lower, that you're having food that your body can go to pull energy to keep you physically healthy too. So a lot of people will think, well, I binged last night, so maybe this morning I'll skip my breakfast. Don't do that. Every day is a fresh day, a new start. Don't think that skipping meals will help you reach your goals. So it'll just make you feel sicker and bloated because you'll be so hungry by the time all the food arrives that any good decision making goes out the window. You just see food, you inhale the food, and all of a sudden you're bloated, you don't feel great, and you didn't enjoy the holiday as much as you could have. So if you just eat, keep yourself healthy throughout the day, and also make really smart decisions for your breakfast, for your lunch, for your snack. That way you won't feel as bad when you do go for the more calorie dense foods in the evening. So just have a nice healthy breakfast, lunch, and enjoy your dinners. But don't think that cutting out all other meals and like starving yourself for this one big meal is a good idea. You'll just regret it. Tip number 2 is to drink water. Now I'm in Southern California, so the weather doesn't change too much around this time of the year. But if you're somewhere where it gets cold and the weather kind of drops and you think, well, I don't really need water. I'm not sweating, I don't feel dehydrated. You just kind of forget about water and instead go for like the warmer drinks and like a nice cozy latte. So many people forget about water, and that's just not good. It's not good for your digestion, which will make you feel bloated and sick. It's not good for your immune system. And even though you may not feel dehydrated and you're not sweating, like if you're outside and don't have water in the middle of summer, you won't feel like that, but your body will still be dehydrated. And when you feel dehydrated, it's already too late. You've been dehydrated for way too long. So having water before meals or between meals will also make sure that you're not overeating, because a lot of times you think you're really hungry and you actually just need water. So have water, and if the ice water isn't something that you want when it's snowing outside, have some nice room temp water. It's actually better for you. Wake up, have a nice glass of room temperature water, squeeze some lemon in there, and get your metabolism going, because water will keep you going. It will keep you feeling great, so you won't get sick or anything. And that leads straight into tip number 3, which is to have a good immune system. Make sure that you're eating a lot of nice citrusy fruits and leafy greens, and get that vitamin C in, because when you're sick in the holidays, it sucks so much more, because then you can't enjoy your time off. Everybody's getting sick, and you want to make sure that you have a nice strong immune system so you're not getting that cold or flu, because then when you're out for a week, it creates more stress, and stress will also just re-lower your immune system. You don't get good rest, and you're worried about everything else going on. You make worse food choices, and if you're worried about your fitness goals, being sick for a week, you can't head to the gym, and then you feel bad about that, and then you think, well, I didn't work out for a week, what's the point? And it all starts going downhill, and that's what starts this negative cycle through the holiday season, is getting sick or having one bad meal where you think, well, what's the point? And you just keep going down, and by the time it's the new year, you're like, what did I just do over the last 6 weeks? So by keeping your immune system strong, you can get back into the gym and smash all your goals. You can focus on eating well, and eating well will just keep your immune system stronger. So while everybody else is around you is dropping like flies from the cold, you will power on. And tying into that, tip number 4 is eating with the 80-20 rule. So don't let one bad meal or one bad thing make you go downhill. If you stick to the 80-20 rule, and some weeks maybe are 70-30 or 90-10, for the average part, 80-20. And what that is 80% whole, good, natural, nutrient-dense food, and the other 20%, have fun. It's the holiday times, there's great treats, you're hanging out with people. You don't wanna deprive yourself, because then it makes you wanna crave and binge on it more. If you tell yourself, well, I can't have that, I can't have that, I can't have that, then you tell yourself that for long enough, and one day you just kind of snap. And then that makes you feel worse, and then you go into this cycle once again of just thinking, what's the point? I'll just keep eating like crap. So if you stick to the 80-20 rule and let yourself know, like, hey, I can have this 20% of snacks for this little party, but for the rest of the day, I'm going to eat pretty well, or tomorrow I'll eat pretty well. Each day is a new day. Don't let one bad meal or one bad decision, not even bad, I feel like that's such a negative term, but just like one not as healthy decision or meal make you go downhill. If you just think, okay, well that was, 5% of the day were all these cookies. Try to focus the other 80% and more on eating well, whole, nutrient-dense meals. Tip number 5 is something I'm guilty of, and it is socializing and going to holiday events and kind of like hanging out around the snack table. So you're talking to someone and you just kind of keep putting a few more chips on your plate and you're chatting and you're like, oh, have you tried that cookie? And you try the cookies together and all of a sudden you're like, all I've had was the snack table. So if you're gonna be mingling, going to parties, take a little step away, because then unconsciously you start snacking and you don't even realize how many little plates you're filling up of all these snacks just because you're standing next to it. So remove yourself, get a few feet away, the other side of the room, and you won't feel so tempted to just mindlessly graze, because that is something that happens a lot when there are all these delicious platters of snacks and sweets out there. You just mindlessly graze. So being more present, stepping away from the snacks so they're not as tempting, will really, really help you continue on your healthy journey and meeting your health and fitness goals. And continuing with parties and dinners like that, when you do have Thanksgiving dinner and Christmas dinner, like how I said earlier, don't save up all day for it. And also get yourself a smaller plate. We're subconsciously wired to just want to fill up our plates. So when you have the big dinner plates, you're filling it up to the edge and you're thinking, yeah, I'm gonna eat all of this. And then you try to finish it and you're bloated and you don't feel great. So to fill up a plate but not have all the extra calories, grab one of the smaller plates, fill that up, and then eat that, because it probably ends up that you'll be full off of that and just don't even realize it, because you're just thinking, oh, I'll just keep filling my plate. So go with the smaller plate, and then when you do finish your meal, don't instantly get up and refill your plate. That happens a lot. I'm guilty of it too, where I finish something and it was so good, I just want to instantly get more before anybody else does. Wait 10 minutes, finish your plate, you'll think, wow, that was so good, I wanna eat more. Sit for a few minutes, let it digest, let it actually get into your digestive system, and then you'll realize like, oh, maybe I'm not actually hungry, or oh, actually maybe I just want some water. And then if you still are hungry after 10 minutes, then go get your seconds, but don't instantly get it and then instantly shove it down your throat. So overall, because I feel like a lot of these tips did kind of blend together, the overall idea for the holiday season and just for life in general is balance. Be balanced with your workouts, because you will be more busy with holiday events and different things. So don't think that every single day you're gonna be able to make it to the gym. Be balanced with your mindset around food, and don't think that you have to restrict yourself so you can have a big full meal later. Have balanced meals, be balanced in your diet, have a balanced approach to eating, and know that I can have this and tomorrow's a fresh day. It doesn't mean that everything's going downhill. So the overall lesson is balance. Find your balance physically, mentally, with food, everything, and you will have a great and healthy holiday season and meet all of your fitness goals. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment down below what your healthy holiday tips are and what you want to see more of on my channel. And while you're there, be sure to subscribe. I upload a new video every Wednesday. So until the next one, thanks for watching.